the number 8 quarterback controversy of all time. Troy Aikman versus Steve Walsh.
People thought Jimmy was crazy. But for the first couple of years here, everybody thought Jimmy was crazy.
Jimmy Johnson was crazy good at the University of Miami. His new team was really bad.
Let's go, let's go!
The Cowboys had the first pick of the 1989 draft, and they used it on Troy Aikman.
The scouts and all the people in the Cowboys front office all pointed to Aikman as the best player in the draft.
But just a few months later, Johnson took his old college quarterback Steve Walsh in the NFL supplemental draft, and controversy blew in like a hurricane.
The scouts were not convinced that Walsh could be a winning quarterback in the NFL. He didn't have the arm, he didn't have the physical ability.
Jimmy knew what Walsh's physical strengths and weaknesses were. He did know that Steve Walsh had won for him.
The Miami Hurricanes are national champions.
You're telling me Aikman's the guy, maybe he will be the guy, but just in case he's not, I want to have Walsh there.
Now here's Steve Walsh. Here's a guy who really understands what's going on the football field.
It seemed like a very curious decision to bring in 2 rookie quarterbacks at the same time.
Junior League! Everybody assumed Jimmy wants Walsh to be his quarterback.
We'll take Steve Walsh, we'll light a fire under Troy Aikman.
Aikman didn't feel Jimmy Johnson liked him. He felt Jimmy was looking for somebody else.
Jimmy had a relationship with someone who was going to be a competitor of mine. The acquisition of Steve Walsh kept us from developing a relationship much sooner.
At first, Johnson made Aikman the starter, but when the first overall pick wasn't out of place, he was on the ground.
That first year, he proved his toughness to Jim Johnson, to the entire team.
Still, with Aikman injured, Walsh led the Cowboys to their only win of 1989.
And Jimmy Johnson is one happy man.
We were talking about the quarterbacks, and Jimmy Johnson was a coin flip difference away from starting Steve Walsh. And I said, Jimmy, you can't do that. They'll burn your house down.
You realized at the end of that first year that you had your quarterback of the future, that nobody was going to be that tough.
Aikman won the job for good, shaking off our number 8 quarterback controversy as if it was a blindside hit.
Tough.
Within a year, Walsh was gone.
Aikman proves to be a great player.
Cowboys are back on top of the mountain. They should stay there a while.
Wins 3 Super Bowls.
How do you feel about a second Super Bowl? Cowboys are world champions again.
And ultimately is a Hall of Famer.
It's just stunning to me, Troy Aikman in the Hall of Fame, that he was ever part of a quarterback controversy, and the fact that Steve Walsh was the guy with whom he was embroiled in this controversy
Walsh throws it out, intercepted.
makes it even more shocking. No offense to Steve